Hi, I have been recording a few excerpts from my new book, Grief Unveiled, but I wanted to also give you some snippets from my previous book, which was published last year. Please don't give me something more to worry about in it. It's different than Grief Unveiled. Grief Unveiled is a collection of articles that I've written over the years. Please don't give me something more to worry about. It's really my memoir of the last 10 years, 10, 11 years, since my husband had a stroke, walking us through caring for him, my cancer therapy, his dying, my retirement, my learning more about what grief is, and coming to you at this point in my life, talking about all the things that I've learned about grief, lived experience and training, and listening to other people and their experiences. So please don't give me something more to worry about. It's actually a poem that I wrote because my last visit to my oncologist, she asked me if I wanted a brain scan done, and I'm like, no. And then I get into my car and this poem kind of downloaded to me. So I went, by the time I got home, I had 3 verses in my mind, put them in the computer, and I tweaked them a little bit and ended up being a title for this book. The image that you see is a person rappelling from a cliff. And that is not me, believe me. But there is a story about that too, where I did, back in the day, I went to an adventure camp with my husband and tried rappelling, and I did the bunny slope, and I just didn't have the nerve to do the whole thing. And the reason I like this picture is because I had 2 options. One was a simple option where you could just sort of bounce your feet against the edge of the rock and make it down to the bottom. And then the other one was where you could do an overhang, rappel from an overhang where you're just kind of hanging in the air. So both of those images come from my life. Okay. So this is it's a kind of a dual purpose book. It's not a very big book. It's got 100 and some odd pages in it. But I'd like to read you a bit about the section on page 68 called Grief Has Stages. So here we go. There are several models describing the commonality of the sequence of grieving, all of which cite the same general sequence in as little as 3 stages or as many as 9. In my own experience, I find myself often referring to these stages as early grief, transitional grief, and mature grief. For me, the early stage is the huge impact on brain and body from the initial event of trauma and or loss, and it is accompanied by brain fog, fatigue, low energy, emotional effects, and often thoughts of ending it all. The event is too much to take in all at once, so the brain fires off chemicals that slow us down and give us time to mentally absorb what's happened and what that means in our life going forward. Transitional grief is the mid-stage. We're starting to understand what happened, how it's changing our world, how we might take action to stabilize our life again. We will often visit the early stage. We will go over the initial loss in our mind and assess how we've responded to it. Our intellect is more active in problem solving. The event itself is being turned into memory. The emotional impact is growing less and less. This is an important truth. Mature grief does not mean we won't revisit the initial loss or even the emotions that were heightened in the early stage. It does mean that we do so less often. We're turning painful memories into neutral ones or happy ones. In mature grief, we are reforming our life in the face of that loss. For example, we found a new job. We've restarted our savings or investment program. Some folks who've lost a life partner may find a new person to fill in that need for an intimate relationship. It doesn't mean they have forgotten their first partner or that they don't cherish the memory of them. Grief is a unique experience. There is no right way to be in grief. There is only our own unique way. Each of us has our own life experience, our own perspective, our own values. Our bodies are different, our talents are different, our weaknesses are different. Therefore, how can our grief not be as unique as we are? There is a commonality to the process of grieving, but how intense we feel at each stage, how long each stage takes, or how long the process overall will take, no one can dictate to us. So there's a little snippet from my book. Oh, can you see? Can you see? Yeah. So if you like what you are hearing, all the information on how you can connect with these books are in the description. My contact information is in the description. I have a newsletter coming out if you want to be a member of that. I think the link is there as well. And if you want to donate to help me keep going with this activity, that would be fantastic. As would your subscribing, liking this video, sharing it, and making comments. I really do like hearing what you think. What's your experience? Yeah. So be well.